We're back. And whenever I was going live, I was hearing the return of Christ, the return of love. Like, this is the return. Like, it's return season. That's what I feel like. It's return season here. Like, it's the turn of the century. It's the turn of events. Like, you've been waiting for this start. You've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this place in your life, if that makes sense. Like, it's your turn to step up to bat. It's your turn to reinforce the act. That's what I feel like. It's your turn to reinforce the act. Like, there's a lot of people places. It's like you are an actor. You are an actor for God. You're an actor for the presence of God in this world, in this earth, is what I'm hearing. And it's time for you to take that stand in your path. But you got to be able to rejuvenate that path. Does that make sense? You got to be able to turn the cycle, to turn the key. You got to be able to unlock that burden. Some of you guys may think it's a burden. I got cards falling out. I'm telling you, just put my fucking cards up. Like, you don't need them bitches. What you need them bitches for? So we're just... Alright, so I can shuffle them, they say. So that way I'm not so nervous. Like, it's a reenactment. Y'all know how, like, okay, so I'm seeing like a reenactment of the Civil War here. Like, I'm seeing a reenactment here. I'm seeing like people walking away, people dying. So I'm seeing like maybe a war. But I feel like it's a war with inside of yourself. Like, you got to kill the old in you. You got to kill your old self. Like, you got to become more aware of what you're here for, is what I'm hearing. Like, you got to become more aware of your surroundings. You got to become more aware of the things that are going on with inside of you, so to speak. You got to become more aware of Christ within you, Christ consciousness within you, so to speak. Like, you got to observe the layers around you. Like, and I'm seeing like humans as being layers. Like, there's different layers of humans here, and you're a higher rise of those humans. Like, you're meant to serve your country. You're meant to, somebody may be going into the army, but I'm seeing it like a prophet, like Saint Joseph or Saint Peter, or Saint like a saint, like taking the lead and just having like followers follow behind them. So somebody is a professor here, a prophet here. Somebody is meant to lead, like leadership skills. I'm hearing leadership skills very, very strongly. Like, you're meant to take the act and walk on the act. Somebody may need to read Acts. Hold on. I don't even know where it's at. It's back there somewhere. Acts and Romans. Like, it's time to take that act. Like, it's time to stand more in your power, is what I'm hearing. It's time to stand more in your. It's like you need to clench the knowledge here. Like, you thirst for that knowledge. You thirst for your soul path. But you're not taking any action on your soul path. And I'm seeing an emperor standing tall here. They're like, I'm with you. Behold, I am here. So I feel like your emperor is here with you, but you need to take that responsibility in your hands and really clench onto it. Like, quit trying to dry up the. It's like you're trying to dry up the slayer. Does that make sense? It's like you're quenching for that slayer's blood. You're quenching for that thirst of that slayer. And you need to quench that slayer and dry it out and take action like the slayer takes action. It goes around and it kills things. It's like somebody is a vampire slayer, a demon slayer here. And this is your responsibility on earth. That's what I feel like. Like, this is your responsibility on earth. This is what's going to make it. Once you allow your vessel to reenact those words, like, you got to dig deep and find the scroll, find the words within inside of you that you're trying to speak of. Like, somebody may be researching, like, old topics, take that as you will, old things like history. Somebody may be researching history here. But I feel like they're wanting you to stand strong in your vessel, like reignite it, reignite your vessel, reignite your flame. Like they can't come towards you till you reignite. That's what I feel like. And I'm seeing like two astral bodies like merging together, like kind of like in a DNA helix, kind of like in a helix. It's like your DNA coming together and combining is that future layer of your helix, but you got to take action before that helix can come together. It's like I'm seeing two helixes becoming like a quad helix. Does that make sense? It's like a 3D reenactment of the helix of the DNA culture, is what I'm hearing. Once you two combine, it becomes more stronger and more powerful and more unbendable. Like people are trying to bend your DNA here, and they're trying to. I feel like they're doing this other person is restructuring the DNA, so to speak. Like becoming into your powers, becoming into Merlin. Seeing Merlin here. It's like it's a reenactment of the child within you. This just could be your divine masculine and your divine feminine coming up with inside of you, like becoming more, making you more powerful. But I also feel like it's you and your divine counterpart coming together astrally, like y'all's energy is connecting. Like so that way neither one of you can get hurt. There's a lot of dark magic, a lot of black magic being placed on both of you. And you know that for you to become stronger and fight off this dark magic, you two have to come together as a whole. Come here, Zoe! Like somebody wants to stand more fierce. Like I'm seeing like the word fierce here. Like somebody wants to become more fierce with their words. Like, and I feel like it's harder with you two apart, if that makes sense. It's harder to reignite the flame and the reignitement with you two apart, if that makes sense. It's harder for you to really step into your your flame with the two of you being apart. Like it's harder for both of you to walk in the light with you being apart. But I feel like that's actually going to come, like it's coming in time. Like it's going to re recreate. You're going to recreate the vessel that was meant to bind others. Like y'all have very strong binding powers, is what I'm hearing. Like you're very, you bind other vessels from doing black magic unto you, so to speak. Like they try, but it backfires on them. So I don't feel like you actually have anything to worry about in that situation and that structure of things. It's like a God is a presence of love through you. Like you got to do everything with love. Like you got to walk in the path of love to make it happen, to make it speak, to make it change. I'm seeing like moving boxes here. Somebody may be moving. Somebody may be packing up and leaving. I'm also seeing like a new house, like a two-story house. Somebody could be getting a new house. You guys hit the like button. 9:44 as I say that. But it's like you're recreating yourself from the dynamics that you went through the pain, through the shadow work, through the darkness. Like you brought your light from the darkness. and you've changed who you are through the darkness. Like you see these other people doing wrong, and you won't be that way, is what I hear. You won't walk in their path. You will walk in your stronghold. Like you are a stronghold of the kingdom above. All right, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna leave it there for right now. Why can't you? I feel like you know why it happened. You know what you're here for. You just got to take initiative into it. Like you got to take action. Like you got to become the leader that you're chosen to be. Like you got to become the Acts 21:10 and Romans 4:15. I'm gonna have to go look them up. All right. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get off here because I gotta go fight people's demons. I gotta go help my divine counterpart fight these motherfucking demons. Because they don't know how to act in this world. We got so many people fucking attacking us left and right. Even if we're together, even if we're not together, I still have to help. So, with that being said, peace out, you guys. I will talk to you guys later.